Sit. Dun. There we go. Now we're at 10 seconds. Now it should be safe as it's trying and trying and trying to connect to the EA servers here. And still trying. And still trying. Well, this is lovely. This happened
The
the other
joy
day,
of
too.
discless games.
Yes, there we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Battlefront Livestream podcast, for lack of a better word. I am your host, Nathan P. Butler. You can find my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere, over at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline. You can also find the podcast I'm involved with, Cloud City Casino with Michael Morris, and Star Wars Beyond the Films with Mark Hurliman over at StarWarsReport.com. I mentioned Star Wars Beyond the Films last there because that is our segue into what's going on today. I have with me as a guest on the stream this time in the party chat, and who will be playing as the partner once I send him a partner invite. Pick a partner. Illogical Rogue Dose. There you go. Partner invite sent. Have with me Mr. Mark Hurliman, as he calls himself, the bipolar Star Wars fan from Star Wars Beyond the Films. So, welcome, Mark. Glad to have you.
Hey, it's good to be here. So far, anyway, it's playing fine.
That's good. Yeah, so far is the operative word here. All right, so when last we left off, for those who've been following the streams, I had reached rank 60, so I am at the maximum right now. I played through and got some more challenges done last night. Hello, XZ. I'll just have to start to read out the chat so that Mark knows what's going on there. We got some challenges knocked out. Now we're at, basically, I'm slowly working my way through upgrading more star cards. So let's see where that stands. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more star cards to upgrade. I have upgraded the cycler rifle recently, and I'm about 3,112, if I'm doing the math in my head right, away from being able to upgrade yet another star card. Played a lot of Fighter Squadron last night, though of course I can't really do that on the stream without croaking. And for what it's worth, of course, for those who've been following, all the blasters unlocked, all of the hut contracts done. So just kind of, and we discovered the most awesome thing on one of the most recent streams, which is that if you have the weak way, which unlocks it at level 60 and costs 17k to get, if you have the weak way and you do the no emote, I swear it sounds like he's saying no butthole. As in, you're going to explode because you can't take a crap because you have no butthole, which is pretty much what it sounds like. So, yes.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm just telling it like it is. And, of course, we had the diorama thing. I've gone there before to show, but basically just there's a few things in the diorama, but who gives a crap? All right, Mark, so we are in a situation here where I don't really have anything specific to do. I mean, I know that the daily challenge is to defeat 5 Imperial heroes. So I mean, we could do some heroes versus villains, although it's kind of broken, or do whatever. I know that you're holding out to get the season pass soon, but not yet. So Outer Rim is out. Any preference on a mode or anything?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm at rank 36, slowly grinding my way up with only 26 star cards. I'm a long way to go.
Yeah, a lot of grinding on my part, and honestly, most of it's in when I do the streams. I'm making progress. So, and there was a time there where I went up about 2 ranks by doing remote play and going into a match and just kind of making sure it doesn't log me out with my bad connection was about all I was doing. So,
Yeah.
a little bit of cheating forward. All right, well, I'll just send us into heroes versus villains, and hopefully it won't suck. For those who caught the last stream, there are definitely some issues with heroes versus villains right now. Oh, did that not pull us in? Did we unpartner somehow? Yes. No, we didn't unpartner, but somehow it didn't try to pull you in. What the hell was that? Heroes
Yeah, I
versus
don't see you
villains.
on this. I don't see you on this.
Okay, jump. Okay, now see if it'll pull you in.
Well, it just dropped me into a game.
Crap. All right, let me see
Odd.
if I can hit join game for where you are. Nope, it just lets me leave you, but won't let me just... Oh, and it said I no longer have a partner and kicked me offline. Why? Because I clicked on something in the social hub bar. That bar across the top supposedly is the social hub. I didn't know that. It's basically just a list of people who are online. And apparently if you click on damn near anything up there, you will almost immediately be disconnected from the EA server. So I'm back, and now I have to...
Oh no.
Have to pick you
I'm still
again.
on the load screen for heroes and villains.
Okay, now
Okay, I
I
see
should be able to
the
jump. Yeah,
invite.
okay, good. Good, yes, yes. All right, so Elijah
Nice.
Rodos is now your partner. But now I don't see you.
I'm in. I'm gonna quit where I'm at.
Oh
I'm gonna
crap.
begin
Okay, then I'll
screen.
need to
So
quit out of mine because it just pulled me into I guess where you just left. I love the coordination of the game. I really do. The way that it sets up parties and the way that it handles the partners and all that kind of stuff is a freaking mess, but that's okay. I wish this had a system that was much more akin to the way the fire team setup was in Destiny, where you could have a larger group, um, one person essentially pulling you back and forth. There's not a lot of you have to accept this, you have to accept that. It's just you go where the party leader is going, and it keeps it from ever getting your party from ever getting separated without meaning to, but not so much. And
yeah.
you can go to the
All
social hub
right.
in that
So
and look up people's names and not get disconnected every freaking time. All right, so quitting back to the menu again.
yeah, I'm back at the find game screen.
Cool. XZ is asking, what do you guys think of the game Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy? I'm almost positive he's asked this before when I've done the stream, but I don't believe you were on at the time. So I would say I like the story of it. I thought the game itself was pretty decent, though I tend to prefer Jedi Outcast, if only because I tend to like to play as Kyle Katarn rather than having him be the mover and shaker in a story about somebody else. I'm going to jump us into a match here. So now I've hit it. You should get the party just joined a game or whatever here momentarily, as soon as it actually finds one for us. It's spinning, searching, expanding
Nothing.
search to 83% full games. 75% full games. 66%
Yeah,
full
definitely a lot
games.
of waiting on these online games.
Yeah,
Like that's
absolutely.
the most frustrating aspect of being a gamer from the late 90s to the gamers of today is the amount of waiting for load times has just gotten worse.
Yep. Yeah, which is pretty crappy. All right, so I guess we won't do that
There we
one. We'll
go.
just jump back out. Let me try that again, see if it'll find it a little bit better this time, though I doubt it.
I mean, it's me and one other person.
Oh, so it did. Well, see, and it's not even showing me as in a freaking match.
Up and it just pulled me and one other person are playing a heroes versus villains.
Nice.
I have no
We had a
idea what the
match the
hell
other
it's
day where
doing.
me and Michael were in and it just kicked me offline again and told me I have no partner again. Son of a bitch. Why?
Sometimes
Because I
I think
dared to move
PlayStation
my
4 doesn't
cursor
want us
up
to
to that
play.
top bar, and as soon as you freaking do that, you're booted. So I need to pick a partner yet again. Your party just joined a game. Except, let's see if it'll pull me into the game. Oh, Lord.
It does
Oh,
kind of
it'll be
look
me
like
and
it.
you versus the Imperial. Yeah. Yeah, 3-on-1. This is how screwed up the Heroes versus Villains matchmaking is right now, which is part of it. All right, so to go back to that initial thought, have you played Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, Mark? And any thoughts on Jedi Knight Jedi Academy?
Yeah, it's been a while since I played them. Jedi Academy was the one I remember playing the most, though. I really got a kick out of that one.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I never.
Something about running around Luke's Academy. I was always got a kick out of that.
Cool. Let's see, NHK Production, who at least waited until after making a first post before saying, "Check out my channel," which is all right. That's okay for him. When you say it as your first thing that you say, that's kind of an asshole thing to do. But he made a post with a question and then posted it, which is certainly fine. Says, "Who's your favorite hero in Battlefront?" I know I've answered this before. It depends on the gameplay style. I'm partial to Vader myself, and I like the versatility of Boba Fett. For the heroes, I actually lately have liked playing as Nine Num, which is part of the Outer Rim DLC. As my phone goes
Ooh.
off behind me, Mark, favorite hero slash villain on either side in this one?
Leia. I'm a fan of Leia. I like what she brings to the table for the troops.
Nice. Waiting for players to connect,
Yeah.
waiting for one player. Now it just says waiting for players, waiting for players. And I keep getting bad connection to the server. This will affect your gameplay warnings popping up. I'm on a LAN connection, and for some reason, as soon as you hit the weekend, as soon as, I guess it's just the number of players, as soon as you hit about early evening Eastern time on a Friday, all of a sudden my wireless connection won't work well enough, and I will be in a match and it will constantly go red and I won't be able to move. Or if
Oh.
I'm flying a ship, it'll lock me into flying nothing but straight,
Oh.
which is gay bashing, I believe, in modern culture, if you can fly nothing but straight. Um, and then now, here we are with basically sitting and waiting for the connection and the bad connection notice coming on and on. So I guess, I might as well jump out of this, I suppose. Let's get back to the main menu yet again, and we'll just jump into some other match type using one of the automated ones that send you in, because if not, we're going to be waiting all day for a freaking heroes versus villain match to actually go through. What's happening is Heroes versus Villains isn't matchmaking correctly, and once you're in Heroes versus Villains, when it actually assigns who gets to be the heroes or villains and whatnot, that's screwed up as well. So you're unable to basically connect and have even teams most of the time. Let's see. Other question. Let's see. And Spider Saber, welcome. If you would, please caps lock off if you would, because right now you're basically shouting to everybody in the chat. Let's see. And I think XZ asked before it scrolled off the screen here. It was favorite, or no, what do we think the Rogue One reshoots are? Well, they've said that it's basically to lighten the tone a little bit. But there's so many rumors surrounding it that, I'm not all that concerned about it, because most movies have at least big budget movies have some reshoots that go on, because there's some things you just won't know until you see the dailies.
Yeah, they said from the start this was planned. They knew they were going to be doing this. Most of it's a bunch of dialogue in the X-Wings and stuff. I'm actually hoping that we're going to get more of a Rogue Squadron type feel out of this group.
Cool. Yeah, you're taking that Rogue One to heart. It's Rogue One, damn it! Rogue Squadron, damn it! Which is funny because, of course, in Legends, I feel like I need to scoot over a little bit. In Legends, Rogue Squadron, of course, is something that grows out of Red Squadron, winds up initially as just Rogue Group and Renegade Group, heading toward the Battle of Endor, and then Battle of Hoth, and then when Commander Nera's Renegade Group is destroyed, Rogue Group essentially winds up developing into a squadron in and of itself without the Renegade chunk. But now in canon, there we go. There we go. I still got my bad connection warning, but I'll be getting that throughout as long as it's yellow instead of red. Okay, take a listen. Take a listen. Why did the guy almost explode? Because he couldn't take a crap.
Oh my God!
Does he not say no butthole? I'm just saying. What kind of challenge do I have going on? I gotta get 13 more targeting rifle kills, claim some pods, win 3 heroes versus villains matches, which sucks. Defeat 5 Imperial heroes. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. I think Rey could be Palpatine's granddaughter. That would be a big shock. Be interesting if she's related to anybody. It's already been revealed that Rey's dad is Han Solo, which, no, it has not been revealed that Rey's dad is Han Solo. There has been absolutely no confirmation of Rey's parentage whatsoever. So, no. Now, if there's the surrogate father aspect, where essentially he was a father figure once they met, that she was looking at him as, someone to look up to because she didn't have a father around so that she could look up to him. But no, there was absolutely nothing indicating for certain Rey's parentage. Certainly not Rey being the child of Han Solo. That's not even remotely similar to... I mean, the film itself has even... if that was her dad, there should have been a whole lot in the film that actually told us that, as opposed to everything in the film basically telling us that, they've never met, don't recognize each other, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the whole point, I think, was the comparison of, well, she's sort of got a surrogate... Where is this asshole going? Got like a surrogate parent. Okay, so the guy we're supposed to escort isn't bothering to actually run towards where... Whatever. Oh, now he is. Okay, now he is. But yeah, the whole point was that it was supposed to be a juxtaposition and a comparison. His real biological son, he is estranged from, etc., whereas the one that's the daughter, or not the actual daughter, but someone who'd be like a surrogate daughter, is someone who has a better relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would agree with Spider Saber, who says that I don't think we're going to find out just who Ray's parents are until episode 8 or 9. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be something we'll find out for a while.
That's gonna bother me if that is the case. We have to wait till 9. Like, I would rather have it found out in 8. But okay, well, here's one for me. I've been wanting to ask you.
Yep.
Bloodlines. Like, you figure out in Bloodline that Kylo is older and that Rey's already been gone. How do we figure that out?
Figure what out?
That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Oh, their ages?
The dating difference. The fact that didn't happen at the same time.
Oh, well, we had... Right, and let me see, to answer this off the side to make sure I don't miss it in the chat, NK Productions saying, I think Snoke may be Vader's father. They've confirmed a couple of times, I think it was Pablo Hidalgo most recently, that when they say, the Force was the father of Vader, that we should take that literally. It's not that that's hiding the father's identity, that it's really supposed to be like a religious connected, like virgin birth, or not virgin birth, but like immaculate conception kind of thing. Let's see. But yeah, you're right. So you've got the fact that Kylo Ren is basically 29 to 30 in Force Awakens. Rey is 19. Rey's age is noted numerous times in guide material now. And Pablo Hidalgo has confirmed it. And then Kylo's age was confirmed by Pablo on, I think it was Twitter, very early on, which is what, wow, this connection sucks. I just tried to turn a corner and make a U-turn, and somehow as I made the U-turn, I wound up basically just turning around and pulling a 180 and back in the same room I started in. What the hell?
Whoa.
Let's see. But yes, the fact that that Kylo is that age was something that Pablo said. I don't think it's actually shown up in a guidebook, but we're basically told that they got busy pretty quickly after the Battle of Endor, and he wound up being born within that upcoming year. But when he was saying it, it would help if I went the right direction, because when I stream, I don't pay attention. When he confirmed it, he was doing it in order to debunk the idea that they could possibly be twins. So yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think there's ever been a canonical source beyond Pablo himself saying, yeah, he's 29. And then of course it was the Twitter for, I think it was Jennifer Heddle maybe, that confirmed the exact date of Bloodline as 6 years prior to A New Hope, or to A New Hope. Some people's gonna say, yep, that's right, The Force Awakens is A New Hope. 6 years prior to A New Hope. And that was a shock to me, the fact that Ben is still apparently with Luke, although they're kind of incommunicado, and Leia and Han haven't separated. Luke's Jedi Academy probably hasn't been wiped out yet, and so on, as of 6 years prior to The Force Awakens, because I expected that to be something much further back in time.
So Bloodline's 6 years before.
Yeah, Bloodline is 6 years prior to The Force Awakens. Again, something that is not really pinned down in the book, but pinned down otherwise.
She's already been abandoned by her family at that point.
Right, based on the age that she appears to be, Rey being abandoned appears to have nothing to do with the whole Jedi Academy getting all screwed up thing.
Oh, wow. So there's some misconceptions I've had.
Yeah, there's tons of misconceptions.
Scattered.
I mean, even I had a lot of misconceptions about it, because you assume that all these things, well, they're showing it, they must have some way of connecting together, but apparently not. Apparently it was, they were disconnected events. I don't care about no cargo. We lost
Well, it just makes me wonder, like, if Rey is Luke's daughter, what on earth would have caused him to bitch her? I mean, because, his temple being attacked and stuff, that made sense, but...
Yeah, if she's Luke's daughter, then Luke is just an asshole. Luke was like, nope, I don't need no daughter, I'm going to go train Jedi instead. Oh, bow. I missed him with my thermal imploder. Oh, well, close.
Yeah, that was one of the things that, I was really confused by.
Yeah,
And now I'm
and
like
I
even
think
more confused as to why they wouldn't do that. That just seems like such an obvious thing.
I think that's probably why they won't do it, is because it's an obvious thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm expecting that we'll get answers, but they won't be for a while. So I hope that the as much as I would like to learn more, I kind of hope that the canonical sources don't try to give us much of their background until the time comes to fully reveal it, so that there's no chance they're going to change their mind about the story and wind up with a contradiction. I mean, it should be all going through the story group and being nice and coordinated anyway, but maybe not. We'll see. Depends on how well they coordinate.
Yeah.
But that would almost assume that we'd be getting important information and stories that actually matter in a book, which doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
that
Hello,
definitely
Lance.
doesn't happen.
Although Bloodline was pretty cool, but I'm not sure that it's... Now, are you done with Bloodline yet?
Yeah, I've finished Bloodline. I'm back. I don't know. Like you really enjoyed it, and I was kind of like, I didn't.
Well,
didn't
but if
really
you're done,
enjoy
we
it
can
as
talk
much,
about it
so
on
I've
Beyond the
gone
Films,
back
though,
and
which
back
is
and
okay.
back. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So
Yeah.
our next episode should
I've
be
just been
Bloodline.
back and forth with it, going, huh? Why is it I don't really care for? I think the thing that really bothers me the most is that Leia never once was a chancellor at all in this one, whereas like in
she's
the
not
other
meant
one,
to be.
she did.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's...
Well,
We're
I
gonna
like
change
that
it up,
aspect of the way they
man.
played that. But
That
yeah,
Leia
there
never
were
had a
some
chance.
definite angles that threw me off, like the fact that she never told her son about his grandfather in this one, whereas in the other one, they were right out about it from the start, and yet both approaches ended up with the son falling to the dark side. It's like, well, that didn't really change much.
Yeah, that was a little odd. Like the whole, well, I'm not going to tell him. Why aren't you going to tell him? All right, so XE asks, why on earth would Luke leave his own kid in a hostile planet? If he needed to go somewhere for a time, why not leave her with someone else? That makes perfect sense. So yeah, yet another reason to think that it's not Luke's kid. Matthew Graham, hello, says, hey Nathan, get a... I have no idea what he's saying. Get a something. It looks like 11, or get a LL or an II of the Pixar/Disney figure from 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. You're going to have to explain, Matthew, what the heck you're saying, because I have no idea what that means.
Oh.
There we go. Smart Rocket.
Man, that Zirjog guy is just brutal. He'll kill me at the wazoo.
I haven't even been paying attention. I'm running, and because of the connection, I'll get a few feet, and then it'll throw me back a few feet. I cannot stand the lag on the game, but the lag usually only exists when I'm streaming, so I'm hoping the faster internet connection at the new house when we finally get everything set up will be helpful.
Yeah.
And again, I think this is a question I've answered before. XE, I don't know why you tend to ask the exact same questions over and over again. Try to, it'd be a good thing to try to vary them, if only because when there's a limited amount of things that can be answered within a certain amount of time within a chat, it would help to be able to make it ones that those who have watched the streams throughout aren't seeing the same questions again, or hear me talk about the exact same things again. But he asks, what do you think went wrong with the prequels? My response would be nobody being willing to tell Lucas no. So it was Lucas kind of extreme in... Yeah, like there's nobody else working with them to try to play... I'm reading a chat thing. No one there to try to tell him no so that he can refine his approach. No sounding board, no one to edit, no one to do rewrites, except for Jonathan Hale, who didn't seem to rewrite much. And the fact that Lucas saw them as like experiments in digital filmmaking and CG seemingly more than trying to make solid films. A special effect without a story is a pretty boring thing, decided to then make films that were effectively special effects, with story being the secondary concern. Matthew, can you play Marvel Battlegrounds? I can at some point, not anytime in the near future, because those are all packed for our move, but potentially, eventually. I haven't broken out Disney Infinity for a while, because it's dead. It's going to be dead. It's got like 2 releases that are non-Marvel, non-Star Wars, and then it's just going to be gone.
Yeah, that's so nuts. How long do you think until that game's just, you won't even be able to play it?
I mean, you'll be able to play whatever you've got locally, and you'll be able to play whatever's on your what's okay. So you'd be able to play any offline content. So you'd be able to play your play sets, no problem. Any local toy box saves that you've either saved or downloaded, but at some point, they would shut down the servers and you wouldn't be able to download other people's toy box creations, or play against people or play cooperatively with people. But my guess would be that it's going to be, it'll be a little bit before they shut the servers down. And even when they do, usually the updates to the game stay available. So, for instance, you know, if you were to uninstall it from your system to clear space and then reinstall it, you should be able to still get the game updates that will allow you to play, like, the Force Awakens playset, because that was content not on the disc that you had to download as an update to then be able to use with the figures. It's just the online community stuff that would be disappearing, but playing the playsets and stuff like that, that should be going, you know, pretty much constantly. I've just already done the live stream Let's Plays of all of them, so I'm just like, I don't feel like playing those anymore, because some of the controls are frustrating as shit. Let's see. Alright, so 3 to 7, 1 minute left. We're gonna lose. That's okay. Yeah, the lag is just kicking my butt right now. But that's alright. It's better than the lag. Like last night I was on a wireless connection. I wasn't even trying to stream, and I was constantly getting the red that doesn't let you move or anything, or even go to a menu. So I guess yellow's not bad.
I play on Bond. Just one shot, I'm dead every damn time.
Come out and play. No.
I just watched that movie for the first time in my life this week.
Which is?
The Warriors.
Oh, I have no idea. I just said come out and play. I had no idea that was from
Oh,
anything.
really? Yeah. Yeah. Warriors, come out and play!
Wow.
Yeah, that's like an old movie, too.
Okay, now in this game,
like,
whenever...
some of the actors on there, like, oh.
Whenever somebody picks up the cargo, it labels the person as escort. Presumably because you're supposed to escort them. But I think that maybe they'll want to go in the next patch and change what that's called after the whole revelation about George Lucas being on a list from Heidi Fleiss. I'm not sure you want an escort pointed out in a Star Wars game anymore.
Ooh. That's rough.
Unless your character is chasing after them with his pants around his ankles.
Use the Force, Luke.
That's what she said. All right, I'm going to jump us out and then jump us into a different mode, whatever that may be, unless you had something... do you have something specific in the daily or weekly challenges you want to hit? I mean, we could try Heroes versus Villains again and just see if it works.
I'm trying to kill 3 people consecutively with a blaster pistol, and I'm just sucking at that. That's the only thing I have on a bounty hunter's contract.
Huh, okay. I don't know why, for some reason... I keep getting the exact same challenges over and over and over and over again. Like, win 3 Heroes versus Villains matches, kill 25 with a targeting rifle, claim 20 pods, keep coming up for me over and over again. And there's another one, I forget what it even was. But it was one I was like, oh, hell no, click. Okay, so let's see. So... Do I have a claim 20 pods still? I think I've got one of those right now. Let's try drop zone. Well, let's try Heroes versus Villains first, since that's the daily challenge. But let's try drop zone if that doesn't work. So Heroes versus Villains. XZ says we owe Lawrence Kasdan and Irvin Kershner more than Lucas with the original films. I would say definitely for Empire and Jedi, because Lucas had a great vision for the first film. But Lucas developed it in such a way. Are you joining? Mark? Uh-oh, did I lose Mark? I may have. Lucas developed it in such a way that he had multiple drafts over and over again, and then Ben Burt did a good job of doing the editing to try to make it come out better. because the first draft or the first complete version of the film was apparently a mess. But he didn't have that kind of turnaround time on 5 and 6. What happened to Mark? I'm gonna have to see what's going on here. I mean, it may be my connection for all I know, or Mark's thing may have died. He's still showing here, but he's not in game. Mark, there you go. Well, I can hear your microphone scraping or something.
There, so working now?
Yes, working now. Are you in this match?
Good. Ah! What did it do? It just declined me.
Okay.
Damn it.
Let me quit out, and I'll try it again. Did your what was happening? Was your microphone croaking? Your wires shorting or something?
I'm not sure. Like you're rhythmically cutting out. It's
Give me a connection
really
thing.
weird.
That sounds like.
The downside of playing from the east to the west coast.
Yeah, east to west coast and trying to stream at the same time as everything else. All right, so list all modes again. Heroes v villains again. This should pull you with me, in theory. And are you getting one? Getting an invite?
And I see an invite. Accepting.
There we go. Awesome.
Joining
I saw you
game.
show up on the
Yay.
list. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
so
right.
like my top bar, it doesn't even show anyone's avatars unless I'm playing with
me
them.
neither.
Like it shows that they're there. Like what the hell?
Yeah, just a bunch of empty gray boxes, basically, yeah. And heaven forbid you go up there and highlight them and try to click on any of them for very long, because then it'll disconnect you from EA. And that's the other thing.
Yeah,
You've got to be connected to
definitely some
PSN, and you got to be
glitches.
connected to EA, and I've got to be connected to YouTube, and we got to be connected for the party chat. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor little internet connections, like...
I almost wonder if like it would work better if we just had our laptop sitting next to us and we're just Skype calling while we played.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be on the video. It wouldn't be on the... It would be captured for YouTube here. It wouldn't be streaming. Okay.
Require some extra editing.
All right. 3 versus 3, okay. Where we jumped into a match where our side is already losing by 2. But at least we got into a match at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I got
Wow,
smoked
there's
by a
Vader
smart mark.
and Palpatine.
Yep. All right. And of course the spawn point sucks, so now I'm running slowly but surely back kind of toward the battlefield. And getting killed. So what's been happening here, and I mentioned this on the previous stream stuff yesterday or whenever it was, but basically what people are finding is that you'll play Heroes versus Villains, and it will, it'll wait, it'll have somebody loading in whose name is gray because they're not actually in the match yet, but they're on the roster. And it'll let them be heroes or villains for the next match. Well, by the time the match starts, the person still hasn't fully loaded in yet, and the end result is that your team has one less hero or villain than you're supposed to have. Or somebody just won't choose a hero or villain when it's their turn, time will run out, and you have one less villain or hero than you're supposed to have, etc., etc. Like, I have yet to play a heroes versus villains match all the way through in about the last 2 weeks now, where every single round had an even number of heroes or villains on both sides. So Heroes versus Villains, assignment of heroes and villains appears to be broken.
Lovely.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm kind of discovering that that's happening a lot, where there's a lot more broken aspects to this game. And it's like, are they just not bothering to fix them, or are they just waiting until the next update to do it?
Well, I said the next patch should have some decent changes to them, like using the lightning. Have some decent changes to them. They're going to do, for instance, if you're using your shield and you want to turn on, or any star card ability that's an ongoing ability until it times out, or until it runs out and has to recharge, that you can manually turn it off so it would start recharging earlier. So, like, if I want to use the shield just for a split second, and then once I've done what I needed, I want to just turn the damn thing off so I can shoot somebody, I can.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So that's coming in the next update, whenever that may be.
I've honestly, like, it'd be nice to be able to have a long-barreled rifle that could stick through the frickin' shield, so you could be like a droid and actually shoot while being protected by your shield.
Nice. They're no match for droid Icars.
Luke Skywalker! Luke Skywalker!
Where the hell are you? Aside from the fact that you're Boba Fett getting shot. I was like, big
my gun's not in my hand, dude. My gun is floating outside my grasp. That was awesome. Luke hit me with the lightsaber right when I hit the jetpack. Ooh, Han Solo. Oh, I'm sneaking up on Han.
Come get me, you Jedi whores.
Damn it. I was killed by Han Solo.
Do my crazy Palpatine spin move. What the hell was that? I used the electric ability on Han, the ball lightning or whatever the hell it is, chain lightning, and somehow it threw me several feet to the left for no apparent reason.
See, when I was fighting Luke, he swiped at my hand when I hit the jetpack, and it knocked the rifle out of Boba Fett's hand. And as I continued in the air, the rifle was following me 4 feet away.
Nice. Now, one good thing that they've done with Heroes versus Villains for Outer Rim. Wow, yeah, we sucked. Of course, we came in late, but still suck. One thing they did for Outer Rim, though, was they have changed the number of rounds needed to win. So instead of it being 5 wins, it's 3 wins. So Heroes versus Villains goes much faster for Outer Rim. The downside, though, and that's the one where you got 4 heroes on both sides. The downside, though, is that they've changed the Outer Rim playlist settings. Like, you know how right now, if you click on the 40-player, the 12-player, or the hero modes, it throws you into a mode from the original game, and you just stay in that mode throughout, right? Almost as if you selected that particular mode from the list of modes screen. So there's no rotation. For Outer Rim, it's the opposite. It's all rotation. Even if you choose a specific mode, the most you'll ever play of that mode back-to-back is 2 matches, one where you're the Rebels, one where you're the Imperials, and then it moves on to another mode, except they've updated it in the last patch so that now like 75%, literally, because that's the number they gave, 75% of the time you're going into extraction matches. So you got all these other modes you can play as for Outer Rim, but fuck you, you're going to play a whole bunch of extraction, whether you like it or not. Or you're going to be back and forth to the menu constantly. Because apparently they were finding that people were leaving matches that weren't extraction a lot. So they just made it so that extraction comes up more, when they really should have just made it so, hey, here's an extraction playlist where you actually stay in extraction if you want. As opposed to doing like they have been doing, which is that Outer Rim rotates no matter which playlist you choose, which is asinine.
I'm honestly surprised they don't let you pick more of your levels and stuff, like the actual maps and stuff too.
Well, you can. I mean, you can go to a mode on the list of modes screen, hit square and choose what map you want, but it's not going to do you much good because good luck getting a match started when you use very specific criteria. Usually it just hangs and waits and waits and the match never starts. Alright. I got an orbital strike I'm going to drop on their heads. Oh! Or get shot by Boba Fett while I'm trying to line up the shot. Let's try that again. Chat right now, basically some theory, and that was crazy. I just like tried to launch over a cliff and somehow reappeared in the gap between rocks. Drop it. Drop the orbital strike. Drop the orbital strike. Drop the fucking is it because there's something blocking it? Oh yeah, there was something blocking it there.
Yeah, I hate those type of weapons where you have to do like 5 things to get it to work.
Yeah, I've never liked the way orbital strike actually, because usually activate it, point it, press the button, doesn't actually cause the orbital strike to work in my experience. It usually does not work the way it's supposed to. You usually are pressing that button over and over and over again in hopes that it will actually engage and launch the fucking orbital strike. That's something they desperately need to fix, and it's been an issue since the first release of the game. Like, I was just able to do one now, but damned if I know if I'll actually hit anybody. Because I was jamming on the button over and over again just to get it to launch the orbital strike.
Yeah.
All right, so we have in the chat, we have theories.
Definitely some extra stuff.
Theories about Rey's parentage. We just don't know yet. So right now, anything is just theories. And then we've got rumors that Hayden Christensen will appear in Episode 8 and whether we think he should. It depends on in what capacity, right? You know, is he going to show up as
kind of
Anakin? Or?
I think he should. I'm all for him as a Force Ghost.
I mean, I figure if they're going to do... If they're going to do something with Anakin, it needs... like Anakin as opposed to Vader, it really should be Hayden Christensen, if at all possible, just for the continuity of it.
Yeah.
Shot in the back by Boba Fett. Nine Numb is dead. There we go.
Oh, Vader, you bastard!
He's not a bastard. It's not that he didn't have a father. The father was the Force, so he's not actually a bastard. Wait, what?
Yeah,
in the father's eyes, all dwarves are bastards. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. My theory on the parenting is just getting more and more shattered as more developments come out. Because I was really leaning towards Luke, and now with Luke being a Jedi and having his daughter already lost, like I'm just like, wow.
If that would
Can Luke really be that big a dick?
Possible. Or it turns out it's like his illegitimate child. Wow, you know that we're sucking as a group when I'm the #1 player. I got 2 kills, and that makes me the #1 player. Damn. Now, usually if we're playing Fighter Squadron, I'm almost always #1 or #2. But if we're playing anything like this, where it's actual third person, first person, no, not usually. That said, though, I'm still curious about a couple of guys I've seen playing the last couple of weeks who tend to go somewhere between 45 and 50 with less than 5 deaths. And when you go after them and you actually try shooting them, they don't appear to take any damage most of the time. That pisses me off. Because that seems like somebody's messing with a lag switcher or something.
Damn you, Vader. Damn you, Vader.
I'm just going to grab me
Vader.
I'm trying to grab me a charge. There we go. I was trying to grab a charge, but I couldn't quite get to it.
I mean, there is a part of me that's like, I miss that from Battlefront 1 and 2 where you could put in the unlimited codes and the, you know, like that is missing. That's fun when you suck and you need that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And Jay, we do not need a death count. We do not need an RIP every time I die. I know that that's somehow your thing, and you do that every time you're in the stream. We do not need that, especially given the lag between when I'm playing and what's being said in the chat. It's not going to be at all synchronous. There's always lag. It's the nature of streaming, particularly streaming on YouTube.
I just keep lagging. Oh man, just when I was going to use my orbital strike. Dang.
Yep, and I'm still #1, so our team still sucks. Get 9 Numb again.
Damn.
Yep. Could Indiana Jones 5 be good and not a disaster like the 4th one? I think that Indiana Jones is doomed, honestly. Depending on how they do it, I don't see Harrison Ford, as he is now, managing to helm a solid new Indiana Jones entry unless most of the action and whatnot are handled by some other character, in which case it's not so much Indiana Jones as like Indiana Jones The Next Generation. And given all the accidents he was in when filming The Force Awakens, I almost feel like if Harrison Ford's going to do Indiana Jones again, isn't he basically suicidal? because you know the man's gonna kill himself in the process. Orbital strike, no! Killed an orbital strike.
What is it with Lucasfilm not wanting to reboot any of their stuff? Like, we've got to use the original actors! We have to! Like,
well, you know.
Everyone else is, like, embracing it.
I think it's because
Luke... Like, hey, we got 5 different Parkers, 25 different Bonds, but you can only have one Indiana Jones.
Well, we've had multiple indies, it's just that they've all been, like, younger versions, you know. I figure as long as they don't bring back Shia LaBeouf, they're good.
Not a fan, huh?
Not a fan of him in an Indiana Jones film. No, I think that too many memories of Crystal Skull if he's around.
Yeah,
unless
I'm a fan of the Bradley Cooper angle.
If they could do a direct sequel to Crystal Skull where Indy and whatever Shia LaBeouf's character's name even was, Mutt or whatever, have them team up with Mulder and Scully, then it kind of makes sense for Crystal Skull to have been the movie that it was. Right?
So what is that you just grabbed, the hero coin? What's up with that? What's the point?
The hero coin?
Is that so you can be a hero next round?
I guess that's what that means, because I didn't see it over off to the side.
Okay.
But I shouldn't, because it says I'm going to play as a rebel soldier the next round. So I'm not playing as a hero.
Huh. Very weird.
Yep, I'm playing as my Weequay, who unfortunately is anusless, or as the Weequay say... That's right, no butthole.
No butthole.
No butthole! No butthole. Damn, I got smoked by an EE3 from like halfway across the map. What is my...
Yeah, so like, I dropped it and it's red right now.
You dropped what?
Hero coin. I just don't... The hero coin, it was my R1 function as Leia. Now
that's
a red glowing hero coin.
Where it's a hero symbol?
Yeah.
It's a health pickup.
Okay.
So if you're a hero and you're...
Palpatine, fuck you.
You got cheated.
Oh, these frickin' Force users. Ah!
They just defeated one of our...
Wait,
Man,
Leia...
you can't run from him.
What are you saying? Leia's a Jedi? Oh, wait, not anymore.
I know, them bastards. Like, I think that's my issue with Bloodline right there, is that they didn't even give her, like, it'd been cool to know, like, she was doing some mind manipulation on people on occasion in the Senate. And they're like, Leia, you dirty Force user. Look at you. I saw what you did to sway that vote.
Vote for Leia Organa. It'll be huge. With a Y. It's gonna be huge.
That's totally huge.
Yep. XZ asks if we're James Bond fans. I gotta be honest, I have been in the past, but it depends on which James Bond. And, you know, I'm a big fan of the Pierce Brosnan era. The eras prior to that a lot of times put me to sleep. And Daniel Craig, while having some great action sequences, never really felt like Bond to me. And I've really not been a big fan of the more recent Bond films. So, like, I haven't even bothered to see Spectre yet.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same exact boat. Like, the Bond movies are cool, but I've never really... Them and Rocky, like, I've never sat down and really watched them all, or even the Rambo movies. Like, I've watched all the Rambo movies, but so spread out that I really feel like each one's, like, watching a movie for the first time. But I don't think I've seen all the Bond movies, even. I'm just, like, no real big desire there.
Oh, lovely. The daily challenge is defeat 5 Imperial heroes. So this match will do nothing for us because we will be the Imperials. Unless you can commit suicide, which I don't think counts. And JL says, did you see the movie Holes? I have no idea what you're talking about, JL.
Yes, the movie Holes, love it.
The fuck are
it's
movie
a great
Holes?
movie, one of Shia LaBeouf's best.
Oh, the movie is called Holes.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen the movie entitled Holes. That's
Gavin make you more cereal. Gavin's dad said yes.
You will play as Boba Fett.
I'm a real stormtrooper. but it says I'm gonna do that next round too. That's not fun.
Big
I like this map though.
Boba Fett.
I mean,
Launch a
really,
missile down the gullet.
the Imperial side should win this every time. You've got two of the biggest Force users out there that wiped out the entire Jedi Order. Versus
And yet,
Luke.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Wow, smoked as what's your name? Smoked as a Fett. They did do some tweaking recently. Basically,
One has been lost to us.
Luke is beefed up. They beefed up Luke and they nerfed Nine Numb and Greedo a small amount. The last stream I did, I went through the patch notes from May 3rd that I never got to before.
Gavin's calling you, Jaina. He's making your cereal. No. He moved you. Oh, I get to be Palpatine. Now I get to chase people and zap them with Force Lightning. See, Palpatine reminds me of playing the Jedi Academy, because that's what I would do constantly. I'd beef up the Force Lightning, and I just walk around shocking everyone to death.
Shocking people. Nice. Let's see. Exy says, people have complained about Finn with the lightsaber. Does it bother you? In Legends, they made a point of how those who aren't trained in lightsaber use or don't have Force ability would have difficulty using a lightsaber, and they always made Han sort of the exception when he used Luke's saber briefly just on the Tauntaun carcass and whatnot. Canon has not done that. Canon hasn't actually really dealt with the idea at all that lightsabers are some kind of special thing. In fact, multiple times now we've seen non-Force users using them. Just like we've got...
yeah, Chewie, Han, and even
Chewie,
Leia.
Han, and Leia in the Star Wars comic series from Marvel all use them together in a sequence. And then you've got Finn using it. So I'm thinking that as long as you're basically trained in, or have some experience whatsoever in some kind of hand-to-hand, not hand-to-hand combat, but melee fighting combat, where not even melee, yeah, kind of melee fighting combat, where saber-based combat, there you go, any kind of a sword-based, club-based, or whatever combat, then yeah, I mean, in theory, they should be able to use it. It just would handle a little bit differently.
Yeah, I've kind of been in that boat where I see no reason why they should. It'd be nice, though, if in canon they gave one person a lightsaber that had the switch on the inside, so they had Force use it. That would be cool.
You're breaking up. Say that now. You said they should have one person who has a switch on the lightsaber that
was Force activated. You know, it'd be cool to
like a Force saber then. So like a Force saber in Dawn of the Jedi. That would be cool.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
It'll make more sense. Yeah, that was earlier. It's like, oh.
And I'm getting tripped up on the scenery trying to walk over a tree, and I'm like, I can't move, man. This would be a good spot on this map where I'm standing now to use the D something 19X, the one-shot sniper rifle thing, where basically you get one shot and smoke them. And it seems as though they have significantly, and I'm noticing this a lot lately, it seems like they've reduced the amount of time, or excuse me, increased the amount of time it takes before your health starts to regenerate. Because I'll just be standing there and standing there and standing there before my health finally starts friggin' regenerating. Like, I was just, you know, I shot somebody, got shot, and I was trying to wait to shoot them, but I was waiting for my health to try to regenerate, and I just stood there, and it didn't regenerate for shit.
Sucks.
Oh, nope, I can't, I think. Still gotta get one more targeting rifle kill before I can switch off of the stupid, whatchamacallit, off of the targeting rifle. Not that I don't like the targeting rifle. I like the T-21B. It was my go-to for a long time, but with the lag that I'm experiencing, it's making it very difficult to actually get a kill with the targeting rifle, because you got to compensate for like the movement of the other players and your own movement and the lag and how long it's going to take between the time you press the fire button and it actually firing, and the travel time of the bolt and so on, which is a pain in the ass.
Bolster the defenses. We must not lose another.
I tell you, the worst thing about gaming anymore is just being not good at it. Going up against other people, you're just like, I swear to God, I'm being robbed. No, I'm not being robbed. I just suck.
Amen, man. I mean, come on. Oh, didn't get him. Didn't he? Okay, so now I just got knocked down to 1 health. Now I'm standing here perfectly still. Still not fucking regenerating. Still not fucking
Victory is lost.
That entire time, it would
Wow.
not regenerate my health. I got hit, and that entire time, since a couple seconds before I said it, the health did not regenerate at all. I was sitting there at 1 health, standing still. It wasn't like, well, you're in the middle of playing, and as you're moving around, it won't regenerate because you aren't standing still. I was standing still, and nothing regenerated at all. I don't know if that was a ninja nerf they did to the health regeneration or what, but damn. I may need to just switch back to whichever trait card it is that speeds up your health regeneration to get it kind of back to what I would think of as normal health regeneration.
Now, did they have that ability with the other Battlefront games to go in and change those kind of things? Or was it always like
It was,
set
well,
in
it was
stone?
class-based, though, so your different classes had different stats. Whereas in this case, everyone has the exact same stats, basically, so your choice of star cards are the only kind of customization that really exists. It's the closest thing to coming up with a class would be to set up a particular star card loadout and a trait loadout. Damn you! Friggin'... Oh, that's Leia. I was thinking that I was just dealing with a random rebel because I forgot that they finally gave Leia her indoor costume.
Oh. Nice.
Fine. Just like they finally gave Luke and Han their Hoth costumes a while back. It was one of the first free updates they did. But now you actually have Leia with it. Come on. Come on.
Sometimes I wish that you could do some more of the different types of challenges in the Starfighter one. Like, anything that requires a gun, you're not going to do it in that one. It just sucks. Because I can rank up kills on Starfighter.
Oh, yeah. And, well, I love it, but I
out
can't...
of the Starfighter,
I love it, but I can't stream it, usually, because of how bad the lag is, and it keeps jerking the ship back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in space. In physical space, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be rough. Lag.
The lag is horrible when I'm trying to stream with Fighter Squadron. The lag basically doubles. So, if I've got lag when I'm just playing normally on a wireless, it's doubled or more if I try to do wireless and stream. I can barely even stream the lowest possible setting. Stop shooting at me, asswipe. I was gonna no butthole, but somebody was shooting me from the side. I had some ass hat that's basically a stormtrooper shooting at me for some damn reason.
Man.
Maybe he didn't
See,
like the
Han
fact that
just
he's in
ran up.
white armor and I'm in black armor and he's a racist asshole. Okay, I'm gonna step away for just
Han
1 second
ran up,
while it
one
loads the
shot
next match.
right in the head.
Because if I don't take a piss, I'm gonna explode. Adieu menu.
Uh-oh. Got a coolant leak. Coolant leak! Sometimes you gotta change the coolant, flush it out. Man, Headhunter is just brutal. Brutal bastard. Or maybe it's just because I'm at rank 36 that I suck so bad. Or because I suck so bad I'm only at rank 36. Damn. I got 88% on my bounty hunting criteria, and I don't think I'm ever going to shoot 3 people in a row with that damn blaster pistol. Because I can't even shoot anybody right now. I'm having a hell of a time. Loading, loading, loading. You know, this is war. Lots of boredom with brief moments of excitement. Waiting to join the game.
Dada, what is that smoking?
That's smoking in the background. That's a building. A building. Yep. Solstice on fire. See him burning? There's smoke everywhere. All right. Let's see what we got.
The good news is I won't explode anymore. The bad news is I may have to mop later. I'm kidding.
Oh.
That's the hurry, hurry. Oops. My bad. All right. Let's see. Here we go. And JL in the chat. I know we were talking about this the other day. Have you done the free trial of PlayStation Plus yet to see, how that fits your gaming preferences and whatnot? Hello, Gaming Empire. Hello, K Finch. Hello, Lego Fan. Hello, Jay. I think I've kind of responded to people without saying hello, which is kind of like a hello. Oh yeah, this is Heroes vs. Villains. I'm like running up here like, I'm going for the pod. Oh, wait.
Frickin', oh, are you kidding me?
Who are you,
2
Princess
hits
Leia?
from Vader, I'm dead. Yep.
Yeah, it seems like Vader's lightsaber attack up close was beefed up at some point, but damned if I know when that was. Here we go.
Yeah. Just seems like it doesn't matter when I'm those characters. I could hit somebody 12 times and they don't die, but like, whatever.
Found a voucher code for $49. That's cool. So yeah, the voucher code should, if it's a voucher for $49 and it's like a $49 or $49.99 PlayStation Plus, that basically makes it $1 for a year. That's pretty sweet. Waiting for next round.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna be 9num. I like 9num, but I like him better in close quarters areas where you can like drop, or not close quarters, but like areas with a lot of narrow spaces, like hallways and whatnot, because he's good to drop his little bits and pieces. Are you well, Crazy Rhodian? I love how all the heroes have their own emotes, but usually you don't have enough time to actually use one. Like at the from 9num and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, flappy-faced bastard. Oh no, Vader! Boba Fett,
No,
where? Run, you bastard! Oh, I got Boba Fetted in the back. Shit. Come on, Boba Fett, land. Ah! Yeah, he's got the charge where basically if you charge up his blast, if you don't use it fast enough, it'll fire. Finch, you can try. I don't accept party requests while in the middle of a stream, because I'd have to go out of the stream to accept it and so forth. But if you can get into the same match, go for it. If you're already on the friends list, you can use the join game option. If you're not, you can send me a request, but again, I won't respond to it until after the stream is over with. Waiting for next round. Waiting for next round. I'll be a rebel soldier next round because I sucked. And, well, I mean, JL, the idea is that it's supposed to be commensurate with the price of like Xbox Live Gold, and I think that's $50 per year. It's either 50 or 60 per year. It's just kind of like the
I shot first.
What the market will bear kind of thing. Do you guys think that Rian Johnson is a perfect choice for Star Wars? Well, given the fact that I have no idea what else he's done, and I really haven't paid attention, I have no way of knowing. Why do I keep running? There we go. I kept running over power-ups, and the power-ups wouldn't actually collect. Eat a Boba Fett! Oh!
2 hits from Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm pretty much 2 hits and I'm dead with anything. I'm noticing.
They got one of our heroes.
I need to smoke some heroes here, though, because there's
so
like
weird.
4 more heroes. I have to kill 4 more Imperial heroes in order to do the daily challenge, and I'd really rather play something other than frickin' Heroes vs. Villains. I used to love Heroes vs. Villains, but ever since they did a whole bunch of tweaks to the characters and then completely screwed up the hero-villain assignment thing, which hasn't been much of an issue this time, I'm finding. Yeah. I've just been like, fuck it. Oh, F it, gun. Oh my god, the phone keeps going off. it's our dude. It's our real estate agent. We just did a walkthrough of the house. We're closing on Tuesday morning. So we did a final walkthrough to make sure that when they fixed the they went in to check and fix the water heater and the air conditioning to make sure they were good to go, to make sure they were working, give me a chance to measure some stuff for what's going to be the Star Wars room, so now I can start planning ahead and all that kind of stuff. We did our walkthrough, and he brought his drone and flew up over the house and took a bunch of pictures of what the surrounding area looks like. And apparently behind it, we thought it was like
awesome.
a little wooded area that goes up a little hill, and then after a little bit, you're on the other side with like another subdivision or something. No, the wooded area goes back a long way, so we've got like nothing behind us. And good luck somebody trying to get to the house that direction. So yeah, we got a nice little indoor, except it's very dense, so I'm not sure you'd want to try to film a fan film in there or something.
Nice.
Speaking of which, folks, and this is something that years ago I would never have had to actually say, but if you've never checked out the fan film The Formula by Abe Whitlock, Steve Phelan, Chris Hannell, Justin Whitlock, Abe Paterka, Steve Phelan, Chris Hannell, and so on. It is a fantastic fan film that kind of is a parody of fan films of the time. Great fan film. And I don't just say that because Chris was the first mixer on a Second Strike with me, but because it's a really good product. I mean, he was invited to be a part of that project because of how solid his work had been. And yeah, Formula is awesome. All right, I got an orbital strike. Ah, there's Greedo.
Can't afford to lose any more.
Hit it! Damn.
We failed. They're all gone.
Win 3 heroes versus villains matches. 0 out of 3. Defeat 5 Imperial heroes. 1 out of 5. Fuck.
I'm just trying to kill anybody at this point. With just one kill, I'll be happy again.
And targeting rifle kills. I still need one more. I haven't been able to do shit. The problem is the more I pay attention to the actual game, the less I pay attention to the chat, the less I'm able to keep the conversation going. It looks like you just got... Did you just disappear?
Yeah, it just dumped me out somehow.
Lovely.
I'm looking at R2 on the Battlefront screen. Wait, what just happened?
Wonderful. It keeps telling me I'm playing as a soul. There we go. You will play as a rebel soldier. With no butthole! What else does he say? Let's see, what's Okay, he can do the thing. Okay, how about... Cthulhu is what he says when you try to do the, like, we're number 1 kind of symbol. Cthulhu!
Who does number 2 work for? He works for me.
Yeah. Who does number 2 work for? Haven't seen those movies in ages. You know what? The orbital strike is nice, but actually getting it to work is kind of a pain in the butt. So I'll just launch it wherever and pick up another one. Oh! And heroes defeated. Oh, wow. So, yeah. So here we are. We're at a match. Okay, yeah, at least it ended. Yeah, now that you're back in the match, we've just lost. It wound up being 3 on one side versus 6 on the other in the last round, apparently. Welcome to Heroes versus Villains, because that's the kind of shit that constantly happens. For what it's worth, JL, I've never actually even I'd never heard of the movie Holes, I don't think. So...
It's a Disney movie. It's
a Disney movie?
Yeah, it's based on a book. It's got Shia LaBeouf in it and Sigourney Weaver and a couple other people.
Now, if it's called
Angelina
Holes,
Jolie's dad.
John Voight, which does Shia LaBeouf play? Does he play the anus? Does he play the? I mean, which holes are they talking about? He's the man. All right, so here we go. This is not going to help towards defeat 5 Imperial heroes at all. Again, might want to jump to drop zone after this or something, because I'm just like, oh, this sucks. I probably ought to just switch. I've got the shield. Oh, game started. I've got the shield as my charged star card, I probably ought to switch to something like Scan Pulse or something that I haven't already done a ton of, got a ton of charges for, so that as I'm running around the map, the charges I pick up can go towards that. But I almost never use those, or focused fire, or cooling, whatever.
My screen's completely locked up. Nothing's moving. Odd. I can exit to the PlayStation menu.
What?
And it moves out there, but nothing.
So what
yeah,
are you...
it's at the game started screen, but nothing's doing anything. I can't move anything. Or...
Great. Okay, I would just jump out of... I would go ahead and jump out of Battlefront. That it'll still will still be in the party chat because the party chat is set up outside of Battlefront, and then restart Battlefront and come back in, I suppose.
Yeah. Gotta close that application.
Don't you cuss at me in your bullshit Sulliston language, 9-num you bastard. Don't you flap that weird mouth at me. Yeah, I'm like the one black Imperial soldier running around right now. Ah, Luke! Luke just killed me.
Gina. Close, honey. Mom's gonna come and get you here in a minute.
Ah! That's racist.
Huh?
Ah! Charge. Oh, and Luke comes around a corner and smokes me. Vader is on top of the transport. Oh! I spawned, and before I could even do anything, Vader force pushed me to death. So now I get to respawn again. Or not Vader, Luke. I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. So are you out?
The Skywalker guy. Let's see. I'm on the main.
And there's a dead. I think that's a dead me that was like frozen in the air for a second.
I just got invited to a game. Accept it.
Is it mine?
Ooh, that's a really. I hope so. There's a cool A-wing on the main screen. I haven't seen an A-wing up there yet.
I don't think I didn't send one. Oh, nutsack. I didn't send any kind of thing just now because I'm waiting for you to get back into Battlefront.
Odd. It says I'm in a party. Wait, no. I'm in a party with you.
The party is mine, yeah. Yeah. Wants to be my partner, so yeah. Partner in podcasting, partner in getting our asses kicked.
Alright.
So that should throw you into this. Will it throw you into this or no? Because right now,
no.
The match is full on both sides. Yep.
Yabba dab, yabba dab, yabba dabba do.
I'll jump out here. And hopefully it won't get me stuck on a loading screen. Which does happen from time to time. Like, I'll be on a loading screen. I guess that's what you just had, right? You were on the match starting screen and it just didn't do anything.
There forever and ever. You're like, no. Can you hear me when I do that?
When you do what?
Okay. It's testing a mute button, but apparently it's not a mute button.
Oh.
What is this button? I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so...
It has no function.
I'm going to throw us into drop zone. But I got to make sure that I'm not clicking on anything up there at the top or it's going to disconnect from EA again. EA. Servers. They'll fuck your game. 66% full. 58% full. 50. 41. Shit. Back to this crap again. I'm given the option to select. Interestingly, I haven't highlighted anything, so I have no idea, and my cursor is gone. So I'm jumping back out. Let's try that again. At least now I got my cursor back. Let's try Heroes vs. Villains, see if there's space for two of us. Searching for almost...
Bow.
There we go.
Put down.
Heroes versus villains at Swamp Crash Site.
I'm a next video?
What?
Or was that IMAX video?
What?
It's hard to tell when you watch so many X videos.
What?
There's a person on our team.
Oh, okay,
Their
yeah, I don't
name is
see
IMAX
the
video.
I don't see the I can't pull up the roster yet because I'm on the loading screen to get into the match. It's a time for heroes. The light side takes on the dark side in this epic fight for the ages. Defeat all heroes or villains to win. Okay. I'm not sure that it's fair to call the Imperial's characters villains because for the Empire, they're heroes.
Yeah.
Running through the water. I must say, I was impressed by the way they handled the water, and then I started playing on the Hoth Twilight map a few times last night, and the way that they handle the snow physics is terrible. I mean, they got really good setup for die, Leia, you bitch. I'm standing next to her, just blasting away at her, and I wound up getting her health down to 82. That's all. But yeah, the snow physics is just awful. It's just the way it's designed. Especially here. Here's a bunch of horizontal lines constantly, and here's a bunch of just like white spots just to flutter across your screen and make visibility decrease.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because, I mean,
tunnel.
There's been some really good snow physics in other games. You would think that they would sort of take a note from it. Ah!
Targets still remain. Show no mercy.
Go get your clothes on
Oh! Shot in the back by Han Solo. But I thought he was such
Shot
an
to the
honorable
back.
guy.
Solo's late. Where did that trooper go? I'm gonna get shot in the back, I know it.
Whee!
Oh my god! I actually shot somebody in the head and they died within 2 shots.
Wow.
That never happens. Whoa! I got a kill. I'm so excited for 1 kill. That's sad.
Well, shit, I still need to get 1 more kill with this friggin' targeting rifle in order to get this stupid challenge done, and I still haven't got that done yet. Oh, crap! Because this is, of course, this map is to the Rebels as the Hoth maps are to the Empire. That is, one side gets camouflage gear, and the other one stands out like a sore friggin' thumb.
Yeah.
One target neutralized. Do not relent.
What the heck? What the heck? What the? Oh, okay, that was the end of the round or something. It froze me. It froze me in place.
That's always fun.
Yeah, like I couldn't do anything. And usually it'll say that the match is over, like who won. All right, who's this person you're saying? It's I don't see an IMAX in it, thing. Then again, we've got one missing thing, one missing player. I also find it interesting that if you're using Boba Fett and you're using his jetpack ability,
Palpatine Invader on top of the freighter.
Keeps firing even if you're heading downward.
Gonna finish you off.
Gonna finish you off.
Oh, shoot.
I hear Palpatine. I hear the.
Oh, he's chasing me, dude. I found him up on the top. I was shooting him, and both him and Vader tracked me down in the corner just to kill me. Bastards. I feel honored, except for I know I'm not a threat.
Need to get to a health pickup.
Yeah, orbital strike and smart rockets. I find them just to be a complete waste.
Smart rockets I like because they'll detonate relatively close, at least. Yeah, I much prefer thermal imploder to either.
Yeah, I'm like, just give me a grenade I can chuck at somebody. Or actually, I would rather get like a crate of grenades where you get like 4 or 5. I think that'd be cooler than just one.
Dead. Man, just sucking really, really bad today. And I don't even see you anymore. Did you just get kicked out of the match again?
No, I'm picking a different weapon.
Okay, because it's not even showing you on the Imperial side. It's not even showing you in the player list.
Huh. Yeah, I don't see you in there.
Protect your superiors, no
Weird.
matter what it takes.
Did I just play a level without you in it at all? And if so, how did that happen?
Well,
when did that happen? Yeah, you're not on my thing.
Holy sh! What the heck?
Fuck?
I got shot from far away and got shot in the head, so apparently the physics caused me to fly forward along the ground for a bit? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, my match does not have you in it anywhere. Which side are you on? Rebel or Imperial?
On Tatooine?
Nah, dude, I'm on
the
indoor.
Rebel side.
I'm on indoor. I played Heroes vs. Villains on
shit,
indoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we got separated.
I'm on Tatooine.
Hashtag thanks EA, thanks Obama.
Thanks Obama.
I can't wait until we get the hashtag thanks Trump really going, because you know, I loved his speech the other day when he was at where I forget where he was, but he's like and hey, look at my African American over there. See him? Aren't you the greatest? And it's like, one, maybe you shouldn't be pointing out that there's only one African American in your entire crowd. Two, I'm not sure that says anything good about you so much as it says that, you know, you don't have a very diverse group to begin with. And three, I wouldn't call him my African American.
Yeah.
Isn't he the greatest? No, the greatest just passed away. That was Muhammad Ali. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with Greedo. I don't
Yes,
ever use
sir.
Greedo. Yes, he said Greedo.
Oh, ticked off Vader. Here he comes. Shot, shot, shot. I'm not doing anything. Oh, he's going to be here to kill me.
Dead. I want to know exactly what the effective range is for some of the hero abilities. Like, Palpatine's chain lightning ability seems to... It seems to vary by map how far he can use it. Which it shouldn't be the case. So there must be something about... you know, even minor obstructions around the edges of his ability.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes Greedo. Running around like a little green wussy. I'm not at all sure what that button just did. I just don't know Greedo's abilities for nothing.
I'm going to have to get rolling here, my man. Just realizing what time it is, and I still got to get Jaina ready. So
I feel you.
since
All
we're
right.
no longer on the same map, I'm going to go ahead and take that as an opportunity to bail.
Cool. All right, then. Thank you, of course, for joining. And I guess this means that now the next time we record for Beyond the Films, if it's not much even more feedback, Bloodline should be in the pipeline, I suppose, next.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, my man. Have fun, and we'll play again.
Cool. Catch you later. Everybody, Mark Hurliman from Star Wars Beyond the Films. Of course, which I host as well over at StarWarsReport.com. Again, I'm hitting the Greedo ability, but I don't know what the Greedo ability actually is. Did I just finally kill Luke? Oh, it didn't fucking matter because... yeah, it didn't matter because the requirement is to get... to kill 5 Imperial heroes. Or villains. So it didn't wind up mattering anyway. Wonderful. Okay. Now I can maybe focus on some of these challenges a little bit. I swear. I really just need to replace the win 3 heroes versus villains matches so I don't have to keep going into this, but I want to try to get the daily challenge done since it's worth $350. No, I'm not sure I want to quit. I'm just pressing buttons randomly, waiting for the match to start. Well, there we go. The only game where the only match that I know of that while it's preparing, you can't press an emote and have it actually work. What are you doing? Whack job. Oh! Killed with a lucky shot. But got some damage in. And it doesn't matter because I'm not a hero, so it's not like it counted against our team. It just gave me a chance to pop a couple. Oh, shit, nuggets! Burlito. I hear you'll be good as the Joker. Is Mazkin out of the new Yoda? I doubt it, because she's not a Jedi. She doesn't have... She knows the Force and has an attunement, but she doesn't have... You know, have any kind of traditional training and any kind of, like, Force abilities that we know of, aside from just an attunement. There we go! Finally, now I can switch friggin' weapons. Though watch it replace it by 25 targeting rifle kills again, which is exactly what it did last time. Anybody here? Oh, goodbye, Leia. Okay, now I can jump out. Or do the next match and try to get some more towards that bottom challenge. 25 heavy blaster kills. I'll take it. I actually like the heavy blaster. Now the targeting rifle is bad. I've gotten used to playing with other weapons that are more rapid fire than the T-21B. I'm not a big fan of the Relby or the sniper thing that fires off in one shot. Round summary. Be nice if that's... I would almost rather have a standard loading screen of some time than them rotating through stuff that feels redundant in some cases and pointless in others between matches. Like this right here is fucking redundant with the score screen that we just saw. And they're constantly showing us... where's my 56,000? They're constantly showing us the information on... hey, here's your... Oh, what was the word? Oh, here's your HUT contracts. Only, yeah... You did these ages ago. We're just showing you HUT contracts that are already done, which doesn't make any damn sense. Going to CE3. I mean, I'll be watching coverage of it, but I won't actually be digging into in-depth with E3. I usually just look for like the summaries of the news afterwards because so much of it has become fluff lately. Jay, is there some reason you keep feeling a need to say no in some language or another? Nine, non, etc., etc.? And all caps shouting it every time? Have you heard of a guy called Red Philosophy? No. I'm assuming that's what that is. 12, 11. Oh, wait. It could wind up being an uneven match in our favor, because of the bullcrap that we see constantly with heroes versus villains these days. 2, 1, 0. Yes, that's right. It's going to lock it in so that the other team only gets 2 villains versus our 3 heroes. Because somebody didn't choose or probably wasn't loaded into the match. It was probably this EXE Templar guy or whatever the name is. Probably just hadn't gotten fully into the match, and they gave him one of the villains, and sure enough, it's now 3-on-2. That's pretty sad, but at this point, I have ample belief that basically you can be offended by anything, and nobody can say anything anymore without somebody getting their panties in a bunch over it. And make no mistake, and this will piss somebody off, make no mistake, if you are someone who gets offended by everything, it doesn't matter what you're wearing under your clothes. What you're wearing are, at least figuratively speaking, panties that are in a bunch. Where is the area?
These guys are nothing. Hiding behind a mask, huh?
Ah.
Open fire.
I always forget how fast that thing... Booyah! Goodbye, Vader. Now I got 2 out of my 5. Hoorah. Make that 3 out of 5. That's what I'm talking about. So basically they only had 2 heroes and I took both of them out myself. That's about the only time that'll ever happen. You will play as a rebel soldier. It's odd, I finally got the diorama piece for killing 1,500 enemies as an Imperial soldier, but I was still like 100 or 200 plus away from doing so as a rebel soldier. So for some reason I must be either playing better as an Imperial or have played a lot more as an Imperial when playing as a standard soldier, which is odd. I'm excited for the PS5. From what I've heard, there isn't a PS5 yet. I mean... unless you're seeing something that was announced like today, and they're talking about a 4K upgrade that may be on an upcoming sort of revision of the PS4, but not an actual PS5 yet. Am I playing the PS4 version? Yes.
Mark it down. Press your attack. Press your attack.
He keeps telling me to press your attack, but I don't know what button that is. Wop, 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 wop. I was trying to drop my R5 unit right there so that at least if I died, it would still be able to do a little bit of damage. But nope. El Dedo Grande. Love the Crash TIE Fighter, though. I still love the Crash. This is one of my favorite maps from a visual standpoint, but not necessarily from a game design standpoint.
Got the last one.
And dead. Our guys, at least. Oh, and hey, now that Mark's hopped out, I can move into the, Luke! Can move into the other playlist, the Outer Rim playlist, where you can still play Heroes versus Villains, but it's 3 instead of 5 wins, so it moves faster. Which is nice. Alright, Luke. I'll follow your ass into battle since I couldn't choose you. Your jump didn't take you where you wanted to go, did it, Luke? The son of Skywalker must not become a gymnast. Whoop. Where's... I see Stormtrooper. Woo! Got a few hits there on Vader from far away. Ah! Drop that stuff and run! Ah! Didn't get a shot in before the death. So lack of connection, Damon, I suppose, is what I'm hearing, seeing. I'm actually in the process, as part of our move, when I went out with the realtor today to do kind of a final walkthrough, make sure that, you know, everything's still in the same shape that it was or is supposed to be prior to the move and all that, or prior to closing on Tuesday. I went through and did some measurements in what's basically going to be the Star Wars room to see what kind of connections are in there and to see what kind of connections are in the bedroom. And I'm not entirely sure how we're going to have to lay this out in order to be able to still do a hardline connection as necessary when doing streaming. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I feel you when it comes to having to figure out where to put the consoles within the home in order to actually have access to the connections that you need, landlines if you need to use that as opposed to wireless and so on. Right now, it's just blind luck, I guess, that when we set this up, we set up the box for our AT&T Uverse in the same room that now has the television that I have the new consoles hooked up to. But like our living room, the signals are blocked so badly in this apartment complex because of whatever the walls are made of or whatever's inside the walls that if I try to do anything online in the room, just basically on the other side of the wall that this TV's on, I get virtually no signal whatsoever. So we got the old consoles in that one, the previous gen. And thank you, Aiden. Welcome. And I appreciate the kind words. If only I could actually get more videos produced, but so much stuff is packed. But hopefully within the next couple of weeks. We're trying to be out of our current apartment by basically June 30th. So if all goes well, that'll give me a chance to start streaming more easily again. Or not streaming, but doing other video content more easily again within the next handful of weeks here. I'm trying to get to a position where I'm in a good spot to be able to go after somebody, or to draw someone like Fett into a confrontation. But I'm gonna die here.
This one's mine.
Ah. There we go. And let's see. Well, Jay, if you're a fan of the streams, but not necessarily of Star Wars, keep an eye out, because as soon as we get the move stuff done, probably is when I'll be doing the Uncharted streams here for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just not Golden Abyss, because again, Golden Abyss is on Vita, so can't stream it. I will play as Luke. Okay, day. Last time I played as Luke, I got my ass kicked, but as alright. David, I think I've been a Star Wars fan pretty much my entire life, because my mom says that when I was a baby, she even took me to see The Empire Strikes Back. These days, if I see somebody taking a baby into a theater, I get pissed. So, you know, different age, I suppose, different era. But, of course, you don't really start forming memories that you're going to actually retain until later. So it's kind of hard to say for sure. Come on, Greedo, you... Ah, man, I just sucked that up like crazy. Die, Greedo, you bastard, die! And no, I'm going to die as Luke first. Ah, gotcha. Go, go, go! Go, weak way, go, weak way, go! Go, weak way, go, weak way, go! Go, go, go!
We lost one.
Yo. It's the scaled machine. Gonna rock Celeste without being seen. Have you ever seen a weak way get down? And so on and so on. You're like, what? Ninja rap, baby. Ninja rap. Alright, let's try a Han. I'm much better with Han, apparently, than Luke. Still stuck at 3. What do you think about watching new movies at home? I'm assuming you're talking about, like, brand new in theater. I think, from a philosophical business standpoint, I think that it would be great if what they could do is have some kind of service where new theatrical releases you could actually watch in the home, maybe paying a premium, maybe paying as much as you would if you were to buy them or something, or maybe even more, whatever, so it is a premium. So it's not entirely cutting into the market for those who would go see it in the theater, but it's creating sort of a different side market next to it. I would love to see that kind of thing, especially given the fact, yeah, I really shouldn't have just dove into battle there like an idiot. I particularly like the idea, given the fact that 3D experience, if you like 3D movies, can be had in the home. Like not this TV, but the one that we've got in our living room that the other game systems are hooked up to is a PlayStation branded 3D monitor. So we can watch 3D movies at home on 3D Blu-ray. So give us something like that. I think the experience is much better when you can control the environment. It's like, yeah, but don't you like the community aspect of going to a theater? Well, no, not if the community that you're going to see in the theater with is full of assholes. No, no thank you. I'd rather not have people answering their phones and screwing around during the film. And did I see the Rogue One trailer? Yes, check out my vlog, which is on this channel. I think it's vlog episode 4.5. It's my reaction video to the Rogue One trailer, and then that reaction video actually got used as one of the fan reactions that the ILM team was reacting to in their own reaction video. I've got a clip of that instance in, I think it's vlog number 5, if I remember correctly. Ah! Vader! Where? Here we go. Ah, interesting. So, Damon, your first experience then with the original trilogy then was the 2004 version of the original trilogy, because there's the original theatrical version, there's slight tweaks in the 80s, you got the THX remastering in 93 that carries on through about 96, you got 97 special editions, 2004 versions that are updates of the special editions on DVD, and then 2011 versions on Blu-ray. Interesting. Cool. So AMC is working on that? Working on the in-the-home stuff? Or working on the environment being better? Kills 4, deaths 7. Not a shock. Alright, let's leave game. And I'll go back into Heroes vs. Villains, but I'm going to do it on the other playlist so the matches run faster. Although I'll have to keep jumping back and forth in and out every time it switches to something else like Extraction, unfortunately. Leaving game. There we go. At least it left it this time. Ay, caramba. Oh, well, see, I don't prefer the 2011... I prefer watching the 2011 versions because they're Blu-ray, so it's better picture, better sound, and much more dynamic in that sense. That said, I hate many of the changes made for the 2011 version because some of them don't make any damn sense whatsoever. Like, let's have rocks in front of R2-D2 in A New Hope, but as soon as you go to a reverse angle behind R2-D2, the rocks are gone. What the hell? Or, hey, let's make Jabba's palace's gate huge on the outside so it looks like it's even more imposing, but once you're on the inside looking outward, the gate is back to its small size yet again. What the hell? And so on. I'm kind of back and forth on the whole no thing for Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi. I do like the fact that it does connect back to the end of Revenge of the Sith, though I don't like the way it sounds necessarily in either. But I think it makes it clearer to a younger audience why Vader's doing what he's doing at the end of Return of the Jedi, which is not something easily obvious necessarily for younger children. 20 pods, 3 heroes versus villains. Still haven't won 3 heroes versus villain matches. Still haven't won a single one. Shit. Defeat 5 Imperial heroes. Okay. Where am I on? 6. So 1,000 more basically, and I'll be able to upgrade another star card here. Alright. Whew. Cool. Yeah, at some point, if you're curious about the different Star Wars releases and stuff, just to kind of give you a sense of what's out there, check out my it's on this channel, a series I do called From the Star Wars Home Video Library. It's because I've got all the U.S. releases basically and several foreign releases as one giant collection, and I'm highlighting and discussing them episode to episode. Searching. Searching for my match type. Yes, I am searching for my map type. Yes, I am searching for my map type. Da-da-da. Searching for my game. I'm searching for the game I must play. And when I find it, I know I will. I'll kill some bastards and I'll run away. Yup. Old school. Oh yeah, this will be an easy one to win. Me versus nobody. That's what I'm talking about. Bet you I won't die. Waiting for 3 more players. Waiting. Okay, screw that. Let's go back to the other heroes versus villains. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a mega set that has all the different versions of the original trilogy films. And really the prequels. The prequels had some minor changes throughout. as they were released on DVD and then on Blu-ray and whatnot. So VHS to DVD to Blu-ray for all except for Revenge of the Sith, which was just DVD to Blu-ray. Revenge of the Sith, it's pretty minor. It's basically just some minor sound tweaks and one wipe / smash cut being changed back and forth. We got a little bit of additions to Attack of the Clones and some minor additions, plus the change of the Yoda for Blu-ray for Phantom Menace. Dune Sea Exchange. There we go. I'm going to change my trait while I'm thinking about it. No more Berserker. I'm going to switch it to Survivalist because I'm really tired of how slow the health regeneration has become. There we go. Let's see. Now, Damon, there is a free trial. I don't know. I think it's like a 2-week trial or something, but there's a free trial you could theoretically get for is it not for PlayStation Plus. Get out of my way! Ah! Oh, Leia's inside her little bubble. You know what, Leia? You're welcome to be inside the bubble, but scattergun blasts through the bubble, biznatch. Ah!
Show no mercy.
Forward! Show no mercy. I think I have to do that at least once per stream, given how often that they say the forward show no mercy thing. Oh, reference to the G.I. Joe animated film. Where it's G.I. Joe versus Cobra. What's his name? Galabulus? Galabulus and, see, Galabulus, Nemesis Enforcer, Pythona. I think those were the new characters introduced, as I recall. 2 on 2. We got somebody who's supposed to be choosing a third on our side. I can see the icon next to their name, but if they don't choose within 8 seconds, it'll be 2 on 2. Come on! Apparently not. Okay, whatever. 2 on 2 it is. JL, if you've liked Robin Williams, make sure you check out An Evening with Robin Williams and, oh gosh, what was the other one called? There's a lot of really good Robin Williams stand-up specials. And George Carlin stand-up specials, actually, that are really good also, if you like George Carlin. I used to have a few of them on VHS, and now most of them are on Netflix, as I recall. Die! Whoa, that was pretty sweet. The guy tried to use his jetpack, I guess, at exactly the wrong time. Yeah, I don't know why it is that whenever I'm not playing as Vader, when I'm playing against Vader, Vader is like invincible, and whenever I'm playing as Vader, I get torn to shit. But whatever. Uh-oh, Luke gonna kill me, so I'll shoot him in the feet. He's less likely to actually block if you blast him at the feet. And zero thoughts whatsoever on the Jumanji remake, other than the fact that they're just remaking everything at this point, because I never saw the first one, and I had no interest, in seeing the remake either. So, kind of like me. It's funny, though, that everything is being remade. All these millennials are all like, man, the culture of all you older generations suck. Our culture is the best. You all are just fuddy-duddies, and you don't know nothing. Really, so why is it that your entertainment is a rehash of all of our fucking entertainment? Transformers, G.I. Joe, Voltron's coming back, and so on and so on. Star Wars is back. I mean, granted, the epitome of millennial entertainment is apparently, oh wow. The epitome of millennial entertainment is Kanye West, but still. I would rant on modern entertainment versus entertainment of about the last 20 to 30 years, except I'm pretty sure that midway through I would be interrupted with Kanye West to come in and tell me that he'll let me finish, but Beyonce had the best rant of all time.
Stormtroopers, do whatever is necessary to protect your
Let's see, what are my stats? 2 out of 25, 3 out of 5, except they got to be Imperial, so this match won't help me. Yeah, definitely. I mean, some remakes are good. I think it just depends on, in a lot of ways, just what's the spirit in which they're doing. Are they trying to just do it and capitalize on the name, or are they creating a good film in and of itself that could stand on its own? And sometimes they deviate quite a bit. Like, I'm a fan of the Philip K. Dick short stories. Mostly short stories. Some of his novels, mostly short stories. So I was on the somewhat true to the original adaptation of Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I loved the new version with Colin Farrell and Kate Beckinsale, except it's not particularly true to the original. They took a general concept and made it their own and made something that was different. It just depends on how they approach it. They need to make entertaining films, though, not focus on, well, let's just play the nostalgia card. What's up, Luke?
One has been lost to us. We must count.
Ah.
The rebel scum have been broken.
Oh my gosh, I might actually get one of the wins that I need for that win 3 heroes versus villains matches. Perish the thought. Saturday Night Insanity Tonight. Never heard of it. I don't know. I'm cool with Disney being in charge because they've done very well with Marvel so far. My concern is, I don't know. It's the fact that they seem like they're only willing to tell major stories now on film or on television. So most of the novels, while being decent personal stories now and having interesting characters in some cases introduced in the comics, it doesn't feel like any of those tales are able to be epic anymore. Oh, looky! Eat it, Luke! Now, does that count as domestic violence because it was father beating son, or because they were estranged it doesn't count? It'd be nice to know because my wife is estranged from her own mother, who we believe is the one who stole her identity several times and opened up accounts in her name. And, you know, if the chance comes, you know, someday she needs to be offed and the world made a better place. I wonder what that counts as. That's the downside of being a moral man and a moral couple. You can't go all sociopath and say murder is the answer. Although you can still sit back and cross your fingers that someday somebody that deserves it gets run over by a truck. Yeah, Star Wars. I mean, but there's been like Star Wars Mickey Mouse matchups and Star Wars mashups of different, like Muppets and whatnot for years. It's just that, now they're able to do it more often and play around with it a little bit more. As long as they keep the lines clear between canon versus whatever else they're doing. It's kind of like this, right? Battlefront, no story, but it has some weapons, some character types, some armor types and whatnot, and sort of begs the question of what's going to, of what's going to count within the continuity or not. And they say that the video games, well, their authentic Star Wars experience is not meant to be one continuity or another. So what we're seeing in this isn't really much of anything, and then you've got stuff like Fantasy Flight Games putting out stuff that has a little bit of canon and a little bit of Legends mixed together, like the X-Wing game, the RPGs, and so forth. They've got to keep those lines distinct, and they've got to make sure that they're paying attention to their own continuity so they don't get a mess going the way that Legends in some eras wound up being. Legends between A New Hope and Empire was an absolute mess because of how much was in there, how they didn't pay attention necessarily to how to make it all fit together, and then they brought in all the stuff from the 70s and 80s that just made it a bigger mess. Whereas the Clone Wars was a Lucas-driven mess. You had the Clone Wars era that was very meticulously plotted out in novel and comic form and video game form, and then came the television series that wound up crushing and smashing over all of that, just making it kind of a mess. Why is Mark still showing up there? Oh, well. Come on. You know, the sad thing with Battlefront, I mean, unless you're playing online, you're limited in the number of modes. I mean, you're basically limited to battles, to battle mode, survival mode, and training mode in the offline choices under missions as opposed to multiplayer. The vast majority of modes and most of what you get out of the game and all the progression to unlock new star cards, all of that is done in the multiplayer, which again requires a PlayStation Plus subscription if you're playing on PS4 or Xbox Live Gold if you're playing on Xbox. I'm not sure how it works on PC if you have to have a paid account of some kind in order to do multiplayer for the game. I would assume it would be somehow tied into Steam or whatever, or Origin or whatever it is that EA uses. I don't remember. Go. Oh, scheiße. Up and around. Looked like there was somebody on the other side of that door, but I guess not. Uh-oh. If they take out our 9-num, we're dead. Oh, heroes defeated. Son of a gun. All right, so 1, got 2, got 3 still. Okay. I need to make sure that I kill 2... if at all possible, killed 2 Imperial... Oh, damn, I sucked. Killed 2 Imperial heroes this time. Or villains. I mean, there basically is an online instant action, though. I mean, if you click... I mean, it's just instant action for large, small, or hero modes. You don't have to actually pick the mode anymore when you're initially trying to play. You just click one of those 3 options on the front... on that multiplayer menu, and it throws you into whatever. Or just click Outer Rim, and it throws you into whatever the Outer Rim mode is that needs people. So, I don't know. I would call those essentially instant action modes. Because you're not choosing a type, you're just going wherever they can fit you, which is essentially what the design was of the earlier Battlefronts. Whoop! Get off me!
Blaster's hot.
Blaster's hot. Oh, nope, I was hoping there was a door over there, but apparently not.
Do whatever it takes.
Alright, well I wasn't the one who killed him, but okay. So he's dead at least. Oh, there you are. You are on the other team, aren't you? Sorry about that, Boba Fett. I wasn't paying attention to you. And I got the kill, right? So, yep, 4 out of 5. Sweet. How you like that, Boba?
You're great target practice. Everyone pick a target.
I will say that the Han Solo voice in this game is growing on me, and the Vader voice, to an extent, is growing on me. But I still wish that they had used some better voice actors for this one. Oh. Right. This Star Wars Battlefront came out in 2015. There's another game with the exact same name that came out long, long ago. Before they then had 2. An Elite Squadron and Renegade Squadron. Favorite Robin Williams movie? Either Hook or Aladdin, probably. Although I much prefer his stand-up comedy to anything that he did movie-wise. Much, much prefer. And go!
The enemy from harming our rebel heroes.
Remember, heroes, if you get killed, take it in the chest. Take it in the head. Die with some honor. Don't let them hit you in the rear end. In other words, yes. Whatever you do, make sure that's not where they shoot you with that final shot. I was to say, surely he's going to kill me. Just standing there taking the blasts. Although, again, that's another thing that I always forget to do with when I'm playing as Vader or Luke, is I always forget to use the block feature. Where are you at, you Rhodian prick? Ah, got me. I was hoping to get to him fast enough that I could be the one to deliver the kill shot and get that 5th one for the challenge. Oh, apparently he's still alive. Hey, Boba Fett. You're not nearly as functional whenever you're indoors, are you, you bastard? All right, we got 2, they got 1. Let's smoke them. And there he is around the corner over here. Okay, that's not an explosive barrel, unfortunately. Oh, wounded again. Come on. Where is he? Oh, the doors look the same. Yeah! There you go. Won the round, got the 5 Imperial Heroes challenge done finally. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. Oh. Guess I'll go with 9 Num. Why not? I need to play more as Luke so I can get better as Luke, but no. But yet. Alright, so that knocks that one out. Still got to win 2 more Heroes versus Villain matches. At least. But that's okay. Unfortunately, again, it's not a... Oh, it's going to be uneven. Boom. Yep, uneven. 3 on 2 again. I would be a hypocrite to say that I don't mind it as much whenever our side gets the advantage of it, I suppose. But I still think... I mean, I'd rather have a fair match than otherwise. Eh? Dropped it. Booyah! Villains defeated. Although, again, it was 2 on 3, so not that even a match. But we didn't have anybody die on our side of the heroes. So I think that still counts as a decent one. You will play as a rebel soldier in the next round. I get to be a weak way. Okay. Somebody on the other side. Somebody on our side. Choose a 3rd one. Come on. You got 15. There we go. And so you got 15 seconds to make that choice. I need to switch my emotes for this guy so that I can see what other crazy shit he says. I like the no butthole, but, you know. Curious about the others. Screw it. No point in staying back. I'm cannon fodder. All players are cannon fodder except the heroes. Man, smoking Vader in the back. Goodbye, Vader. Got another one. Oh, okay, Greedo's about to fire. Must be when it's doing that zzz, zzz, with that little symbol that's turning red or whatever. I think it's his R1 command.
They got one of our heroes.
All we gotta do is kill Boba now. I hear your gun, Boba. Little distinctive Boba Fett pistol sound. Which really isn't a Boba Fett pistol sound at all. It's the Jango Fett pistol sound. Day. Where's he at? I want to drop a my thermal imploder on him if I can find him. Is he over here somewhere now? There he is. All right. One more, and that should get us to... Who the hell is shooting at me whenever we're in the middle of a match? Alright, so... 2 more wins total. I'll try 9 them again. I like dropping his stuff. Dropping his stuff. And... 8 seconds for someone else on our side to choose their frickin' hero. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we are at the disadvantage because some asshole didn't choose their person. Now it's 2 on 3 in their favor. Which kind of balances out the fact that it just happened the other way around. Alright. Try to stay back here and stay alive. Ah, hit the tree. All right. They all must be underneath us. Mutago! Sweet. And of course, that's not even our side blasting like a moron. Whoa! Oh no, Leia's dead! Vader's dead. Oh, Greedo's dead! Alright, all we gotta do is take out... Wow, we started at a heck of a disadvantage. I'm still at 84% health. We just gotta find and take out the Emperor now. Or I guess they need to find and take out the Emperor now. Before someone can get to me and take me out. Play it as a waiting game, a game essentially of attrition. Okay, I'm almost positive he just said Haki da puta! Which in Spanish, I don't know what the first part would be, but that last part is definitely bitch. So, yeah. So we got one that says no butthole and the other one says puta. Go. And, oh, we ran out of time. Damn. That's fine. We wound up at a disadvantage 2 versus 3, and we're able to make it a draw rather than an actual end of match. Or end of match, a loss that would keep the end of match from finally happening. Come on. Starting next round. They also they decreased the amount of time before the first match and a couple of other time issues on the Outer Rim playlist for this. And I think it was on Cargo also, with the idea being that they just want to get people back to extraction as fast as possible. Remember, boys and girls, maturity is not a requirement for a YouTube account. Oh, shit, we're at 2 hours 10. That means it's going to probably crap out very soon. So I should probably make this the last match, or make this the last match before restarting the stream as a separate stream. Because after 2 hours plus, usually that's when things crap out.